First step is know where you're at. How do you get to know that? Measurement. Hello and welcome to another episode here in my channel. My name is Jose, and for those of you that don't know me, I am the Director of Implementation of a company called Up Level Entrepreneur located in Miami, and we help business owners really improve their systems, plug their profit leaks, and some other stuff that are super cool. If you're a business owner and you're watching this, make sure you check the links below because we have a tax express class that will helpfully save you a ton of taxes this year and every year thereafter. Moving on, in my side time, I usually do high performance coaching. So if you're interested in that, you'll find the link below too. I usually target people around my age, which means either current students or recent graduate students. And I love to help them with time management, networking skills, accountability, adaptability to new situations. So if you're interested, make sure you click the link below. Now, every time I do a video like this, I feel like, you remember these times in college when you were a freshman and they tell you, you introduce yourself to the class? Same thing. But anyways, I'm glad to do so for you guys to get a background on me and make this a little bit more sensitive, I guess. But let's jump into the topic of today. Today I want to talk about measurement, right? So it's 7:30 a.m. and for the past 2 hours, I'll be doing something that I usually do every month, which is I open my Excel sheet and I write everything regarding my finances. So I literally just track all of my accounts. I have one debit account, 2 credit accounts, and that's basically about it, at least in the States. And I see where am I spending my money in terms of going out, transportation, rents, groceries, and all these kind of things, right? Now, this is super important because as you go about your day-to-day, right, you do things, you spend time, money, and all other resources in things, and you don't really have an overlook of it unless you do some kind of analyzing and measurement. See, today is June 16th, it's half of the month, and I've spent over $5,000. Now, that is crazy to me. However, it's not because I've been going out like crazy, it's because I've been moving to this new house, so like the cost of moving, the new bed, also I had to go to New Jersey for an event, but anyways, some extra cost, but it brings me awareness about where my money is going and whether or not where I'm spending my money align with, one, my values, and two, the things that I really want to spend my time on. My point is to say that whatever you measure, you can improve. If you don't measure it, it's going to be super complicated. And for those of you who are like international students and recent graduates and people that is trying to get in the market right now for jobs, I want to highlight how important this is because it was super important for me. And it's not only to finances and time management, but also nutrition, workouts, everything in my life, any area of my life that I've always wanted to improve, I just measure it. For example, even there was a time during COVID, right? And I wasn't talking to my family as much as I wanted, so I started measuring it. It sounds a little bit crazy, but I started measuring it. And I was like, all right, I've talked to my dad 3 days ago. We talked for around 30 minutes. And I haven't talked to him in a while or whatever. I want to improve that. So I started recording not only what days did I talk to him, but for how long. And of course, the quality of the conversation and stuff, which they matter to me. So as crazy as this might sound, I started writing it down. And it worked. I improved my communication with my dad, with my mom, with my sister, and even with my sister. Now we have like a routine call every week so that we keep communicating, because you go about your day to day, and if you get distracted or whatever, when you have a tough week, a tough month, it's like, oh my god, I forgot to call you, I'll call him later, I'll call her later. But now you gotta measure it so that you can improve on it. Measurement, for you to measure something is not easy. Like, it's not comfortable. Like, you have to actually sit down. Like, sat down this morning over an hour or so to really record every transaction, make sure that the transaction was like clearly, that I didn't mess up with the numbers. Then I have like a couple. So one thing is the measurement of it, and there are things like, all right, what does this mean? So then the analytics of it and all this stuff. By the way, if you want my financial shit, put a comment and I'll share with you all. I think it's pretty legit. I like it a lot. It has like a budget part to it as well. So anyways, and the other thing is that it requires time, it requires effort, but I think it's worth it. Now, of course, this is gonna depend on what areas of your life you consider important to you. But if you want to improve in whatever you want to improve, the first step is know where you're at. To know that, you need to know your numbers. This is like, for example, at a level entrepreneur, whenever we consult or coach somebody, it's like, dude, what are your numbers? We need to know your numbers. You need to know your numbers. So when I see someone, I see everybody as their own business, as their own company. So if you don't know your numbers, I cannot help you because you don't even know where you're at. And the things like numbers need, like, the good thing about math is that they don't lie. Numbers are clear. There's no subjectiveness to it. It's like, hey, how many hours a day do you spend on your phone? You need to know that. How many hours a day do you spend doing the thing that you truly love? How many hours a day do you spend working towards something that you would like to be doing 10 years from now? Those things you need to know. And in every section of finance, nutrition, in all those aspects, you need to know. Like, for example, when it comes to my nutrition, when I was going through this, I was going through crazy, like, bulking and cutting seasons that I don't do anymore. But I had to know what is my maintenance level so that I can increase it when I wanted to bulk and I can decrease it when I wanted to cut. Those are things that you need to know so that you can work with them and work with a purpose. Conclusion of this video: if you want to improve in anything, first step is know where you're at. How do you get to know that? Measurement. All right. Now I'll talk about the second and third steps in other videos, but I'm just gonna give you a little sneak peek. So 1, know where you're at, measurement. 2, develop a plan based on where you are to get to where you want to be. And 3rd, make sure you implement. All right. One thing is motion, another thing is action. Make sure you implement. Now for this 3rd step, that's why I'm trying to do my coaching program, is because a lot of times in the beginning, when you move in a different wave, like you want to do something different, there's a curve to it. It's gonna be super hard at the beginning until you get used to it. In this first part, which I consider is about 3 months, you need some sort of accountability from an external source. That's something that I provide because it was provided to me and it helped me a lot. So check the link below if you need any of that. However, again, measure so that you can improve. If you like this content, if you like this video, if you like these little words of my little experience, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next Thursday.